to say hi, and I got a couple of CS questions, and I wanted to let you guys know about my rate as a CS. For those of you who don't know, I'm first in the Navy for my first year, and I was stationed on the Ike. Now, before I was stationed on the Ike, of course, went to deployment, went to A school. A school is in Fort Lee, Virginia, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty nice. It's all right. A school had its ups and downs, like when you're going back and forth to class or whatever, you march in your class with all the other classes back and forth from the schoolhouse to the barracks, and it's pretty annoying, but it is what it is. That's what we had to do, so we did it. I felt like you marched over to eat breakfast, and then from breakfast you marched over to the schoolhouse, and then you marched from the schoolhouse to lunch, back to the schoolhouse, and then back to the barracks. And so A school is about a month long. It's easy, it's fun, you're gonna meet a lot of new people. So yeah, I have fun at A school. The rooms are pretty nice. You have a room with one other person. And there's a refrigerator and a microwave in there, and then there's 2 twin beds, kind of set up similar to this, but oh, don't mind, that's all my roommates all our posters. But anyway, it's kind of similar setup to this, but this one has a full kitchen out there. So, but yeah, and then you just share the bathroom or whatever. And you have your own closet. Okay, so after, you know, A school, graduate, and the last week or 2, you'll receive your orders. Now, I got orders to the Ike. The Ike was already on deployment. The Ike went on deployment in June, and I got to the ship in August. Now, if your ship is already on deployment, you can have an option to go straight to the ship and not take leave, or you can take leave and then go to the ship. So I took my leave, and I would recommend you take your leave too. So I took my leave, went home for like 13 days, and after that I reported to Norfolk, Virginia, which is where my ship is based out of. And then from there I had to wait for my another set of orders that says I'll be flying out this day to get on the ship. So that only took a couple of days, and I flew out to Bahrain. Had 2 stops. I believe we stopped in Spain and Italy, and then I got to Bahrain. The ship wasn't there yet, so I got to stay in this beautiful hotel room. I'm gonna put some pictures of that, and I stayed there for like 2 nights, 3 days, and then when the ship pulled in, I got on the ship. And the ship, aircraft carrier is pretty huge, and it takes a long time to learn your way around it, but I got lost a few times, but for the most part, I know my way around the ship pretty well, or at least where I need to go. So I got on the ship, you know, got my barracks, my rack, and whatever, check-in process or whatever. And then pretty much put me straight to work. You weren't really supposed to work until you finish NDOC, but I didn't go to NDOC right away. It took me like a couple months to get to NDOC. So yeah, I already started working like the Sunday after I got like all my NKOs done, and they put me right to work. I was making waffles on Sunday, and yeah, they've been working me ever since. When I first got on the aircraft carrier, there's a lot of galleys. So there's forward galley, aft galley, there's wardroom 3 in the CPO, and there's also wardroom 1 and 2. There's a flag mess, and then you have your COs, cooks, little galley or whatever. And yeah, so I worked in forward galley first, and then from forward galley I moved to aft galley, and then from aft galley I moved to wardroom 3 and the CPO. And while I was there, the CPO and wardroom 3 cook together because it's connected, but there is a officer's side and there is a chief's side. So we'll cook everything for both sides, and then we would rotate grills. So one day I would be cooking on the officer's grill, the other day I would be cooking on the CPO's grill. And the chiefs and officers can order like burgers, quesadillas, sandwiches, different things like that you can make on the grill. You can kind of do your own thing. That's why I did like the grill, because I put my own twist to everything. And if you're good on the grill, like the officers and the chiefs, they'll hook you up if you need certain signature signs for your surface and your air. Trust me, they will hook you up and you won't have nothing to worry about. So that was the perk of being in the war room in the CPO and just being a CS period, because you can get a lot of things done that need to get done, especially if you're a good cook like myself. So but yeah, on Sundays while we were on deployment, every Sunday there was a brunch. So in the war room at CPO, all the officers, like, they can order eggs to order. They can order eggs to order every morning, but like on Sunday, what? That line be crazy. Wrapped around just stacks of orders for eggs to order. So it kind of sucked. And then every Sunday we would make steak and lobster or crab legs or whatever it was that day. It was a steak and seafood day every Sunday. But yeah, and not only in just the war room at CPO, excuse me, aft galley, forward galley, same thing, steak, lobster, crab legs. So everybody's busting their butt that day. And the steak and stuff, they run out quick. They go through that steak so quick, so you just gotta keep it going. But yeah, let's see. I'm trying to think. So being a CS is a lot of hours. Like, if you don't have a chain of command that has your back and that care about burning their CSs out, then you'll be good. Because I talked to some chiefs and they said, look, I never burn my CSs out. My CSs only worked 8-hour shifts, and they had a day off rotation. On night, yeah, no. We had to be to work 07:30 and sometimes earlier than that. 07:30 and wouldn't get off till 9-10 o'clock at night, and that's only if you didn't have field day or they make y'all stay back to just clean. So if you have field day, expect to be in there a couple of hours after that, and then yeah. And if you're about to pull into port, and you gotta clean out all the reefers, and yeah, it's a lot of hours. So yes, to being a CS is an easy rate, but at the same time, it's hard work. So I hate when people talk down on CSs, because try to cook for 6,000-7,000 people, you know, and people sitting there complaining, oh, the food nasty. Well, why don't you cook for 6,000 people and see how good the food's gonna be? Because at the end of the day, the CSs aren't worried about how the food tastes. Not necessarily. They worried about making sure it's food on the line, because if there's no food on the line, we get in trouble. But the way I see it is, you can still serve quality food, make sure there's food on the line. But at the end of the day, you're not gonna please everybody. So somebody might love what you just made, and then somebody else might hate it. So you're not gonna please everybody. There's always gonna be somebody complaining about something, you know, but it is what it is. CS is a work hard, we bust our butt, and half the time we don't get a thank you, or we don't get a goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. There was some fun competitions on the ship for CSs. I did one with a group of people, and I ended up getting in second place. But it was a baking competition. I also did a pig competition, and it was a lot of fun. I also got picked, me and the 3 other CSs, to cook for the captain and his crew and the guests that they had in the bridge while we were going through the equator. And that was fun because I got to see a different side of the ship that I never got to see, and you know, just to view on the outside. Like Egypt was on one side, I think Saudi Arabia or something else was on the other, and I got to see that, and it was beautiful. So it's a lot of different perks and things that you can, you know, do while you're on the ship or whatever. And if you're really good, you know, they'll recommend you for certain schools. And you know, I was recommended to be a CO's cook, but since I got pregnant, I had to leave, so I kind of kicked myself in the foot for that, because that was my next step. That was my next goal. I really wanted to be a CO. I really wanted to be CO's cook because I want to do special programs, and that was my goal. That's my goal with being in the Navy. I want to get in special programs because I love to cook. I'm a chef at heart, you know, I love to cook, and being a CS on the ship is not like being a chef. You know, I can't do what I want to do with the food like I love to do. You know what I'm saying? I can't cook like how I cook at home. So, but it can put my foot in certain doors. So, yeah, but if you love to cook, go in there, put your own twist on food, because you can do that. You know, even though you're about to make macaroni and cheese for 6,000 people, you don't really have a lot of time. But if you manage your time wisely, you can, hey, I'm gonna add my own little twist to this, but I need to make sure I have enough. And if I don't have enough, or if I know I'm gonna make this really good, I need to have backup, because I'm gonna run out. And that was a lot of the issues. Like, for once, I made some macaroni and cheese, and macaroni and cheese was so good, but it ran out. And there was a lot of CSs just sitting down, and I'm sitting here, okay, I'm about to run out of this macaroni and cheese. Instead of y'all helping, y'all don't make the macaroni and cheese good, because if you make the food good, it's gonna run out. To me, that is the goal. The goal is for the food to run out, because at the end of the day, we throwing away millions of dollars worth of food because y'all made the food shitty and don't nobody gonna eat it. If you make the food good, people gonna eat it, and we're gonna get rid of food instead of having to clean out reefers and reefers every week of crap that should have been cooked off. So that was my goal. That's my, you know, my thing. Make the food good so that people can eat it, so that way we're not throwing out millions of dollars worth of food at the end of the day, or at the end of the week, that we're not able to cook up because nobody wants to eat the crap because you make it shitty. So don't let nobody tell you don't put no seasoning in this, you ain't gotta do this, you ain't gotta do that. Make the food good. Make the food as if you're gonna eat it, because people will respect that at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Even I don't care if people say, oh, you do too much, because a lot of people will tell me that. But the chiefs and the officers appreciated that. And hey, they didn't want me leaving the ship. I got so many people that's mad at me because I got pregnant, because they love my food. But it is what it is. Hey, life, it happens. I'm 30 years old, so hey, your girl having a baby, it is what it is. But anyway, don't let nobody talk you down what you want. You know, if you have to cook, do your thing. Don't take forever doing it.